an exciting evening. I missed the first 20 minutes. I took the dog out for a walk. I thought, it's all right, the kids have gone to bed. I'll walk the dog around the block, and then I'll sat down for the football. I'll catch the missed 4 goals, Pez.
That's right. You had it on catch up, didn't you?
No. I missed. I did see the goals eventually, but missed 4 goals. That was an absolute hammering last night. But Arsenal have been doing it for 3 or 4 weeks now, scoring loads of goals, not letting any in.
Yeah, we're going to speak about it probably a bit later on, but I was doing a theatre date last night with Aston Villa legends, Paul Merson, Dion Dublin, Andy Townsend, Dean Saunders. Brilliant. I didn't have to do anything. I just went, hello, here's your guests, and that was it. Dino spoke for about 10 minutes right at the start. You think, result. Yeah. Brilliant stories. So then we come off stage, and then Merce just goes, it's 4-0. And I go, Merce, I've been playing 20 minutes. And then when I looked at the highlights... I don't know if you ever played in a game, obviously a massive Torquay fan.
Yeah, massive Torquay.
At the end of the season, when I was playing for the Goonies, we used to have a game at Highbury for people won competitions or season ticket holders, or whatever. Nice. And you'd play against an 11. Sheffield United looked like they'd just won a competition. Yeah. That's how they looked when they was playing. Do you know what I mean? They were just all over the place. I couldn't believe that Chris Wilder went with a back 4. Yeah. Because, basically... to start off, you end up playing with a flat back 5, and that turns into maybe a 6 and sometimes a 7. Yeah. And they look like that they had been hypnotised. When you're just wandering around, you don't actually know why you're there or what you're supposed to do. Especially Trusty against Bukayo Saka, when you show him down the line because you want to get right and you block the cross. Yeah. You don't show him down the line to let him get the cross in.
It was a mixture of the two, wasn't it? Sheffield United were bad, did not seem up for it. When Chris Wilder came in, you thought, well, at least they'll have some fight.
He did.
At least they'll
initially,
have some fight.
The first 2 or 3 games, they did, yeah.
He'll get them solid. He'll get them up for the fight, But they looked just so disinterested. And Arsenal are playing just great football. Their midfield looks great. Saka is world class, in my opinion. I don't know, you're a footballer. I don't know, he looks incredible to me. And I think they're playing so well. What happens in a dressing room, Perry, when... you're on that string, string of results, when you're scoring goal after goal after goal? How do you keep that going? And what happens in the other dressing room, the Sheffield United dressing room, when you're on that run of defeats? What's the difference in the two?
And when you're on the run, you don't tend to overthink stuff. You could tell that the Arsenal players are actually enjoying it, and there's a little bit of pressure off compared to last season. Being, I think at one stage 10 points clear, where you're being chased down and you can feel the tension. Because Arsenal are the ones that are chasing, you don't feel that pressure as much. And you can just tell when they played against Sheffield United. And I think the 3-1 against Liverpool was massive because Liverpool were in great form. Yeah. Arsenal set themselves out tactically really well. Then you come off of that game, and Liverpool obviously being one of the best teams in Europe, then you look around each other and think, wow, we've just scored this lot. If we keep... And it was all about attitude. It was all about attitude last night. As long as the Arsenal players' attitude was good, which it was. And then if you looked at the highlights, Arsenal just flooding forward. It was only really Jorginho who sort of just sat there. Every time Arsenal had 5, 6, 7 in the box because they're like, this lot don't fancy it, and we know they're not going to hurt us. So you can they're in this run of form where you can enjoy the games. Now, obviously, we know there's a big game coming against Brentford. Then, obviously, the big one is at the end of March against Man City. But at the moment, these players look really relaxed, and the midwinter break came absolutely perfectly because they've come back.
When they went 5-0 up, I thought, hang on a minute, El Nenny's going to get a game here. He nearly got that bad when El Nenny gets a game. He wasn't on the bench, was the trouble.
Paul Hawksby and Andy Jacobs, Monday to Friday afternoons, 1 till 4. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.